Every now and then, there will be a report somewhere in the world of a statue of the Blessed Virgin Mary that appears to be crying from one or both eyes. Depending on the appearance and duration of the tears, Christian believers may be touched by the event and find some meaning on a personal or worldly level. Skeptics will quickly dismiss the situation as explainable by science. But plenty of times, these surreal moments may leave many people simply scratching their heads in curiosity. Because there are apparent tears emanating from the statue's eyes, it is assumed that the real Mary may be sad. There is certainly plenty of stuff to be sorrowful about in the world, and right here in Northeast Ohio, there is no shortage of suffering. The Blessed Mother may certainly be heartsick when she sees a local family torn apart by a pending divorce and hears the pleas of the children hoping their family will stay together, a tragedy that routinely strikes so many here. She also would likely grieve when she watches a young person die of a heroin overdose after years of struggling with addiction, a serious ongoing concern in our neck of the woods right now. This gentlewoman who brought Jesus into our world would surely be mournful when she watches a confused woman enter the preterm clinic on Shaker Boulevard in Cleveland to end the precious life within her womb. No one would be surprised if she were hurting and crying when she sees the exploitation of women of all ages through pornography, prostitution and human trafficking, suffering which has not escaped the place we call home. Who could blame her for despairing when she sees rampant gang violence and crime involving children throughout pockets of Northeast Ohio? Her sadness would extend to both the victims as well as the perpetrators, who often are basically orphaned kids with little hope. All of these things and others would make it easy to see why she may want to send a supernatural sign of despair, such as the discovery of a Marian statue with tears flowing from the eyes. But what if those were tears of joy instead? What if she was overwhelmed with hope that maybe man can get it right sometimes? There is plenty for her to appreciate right here in Northeast Ohio. Advertisement: Mary, whose son Jesus often had no roof over his head, would certainly be touched by the work of our city mission on Carnegie Avenue in Cleveland, which has been providing shelter to homeless men, women and families while pointing them in the direction of God so they can heal and thrive. Jesus' mother would certainly take delight when she sees the work of Stephanie Buddha and her Kids of 216 organization, which is a vocational summer school for vulnerable kids in Cleveland. This special effort provides young people with tangible life skills, and most importantly, hope for a bright future which can help buffer them from the despair of gang life. Mary would surely be elated when she sees the work of John Noel and the other members of 40 Days for Life, who regularly pray and provide street counseling at area abortion clinics. Their work has helped gently change the minds of many women who are now mothers of growing children. Although the Blessed Mother's heart breaks with ours when we lose a loved one, she must be pleased when she watches the work of Cornerstone of Hope, whose consoling work has helped so many in their healing process. We may not fully understand what is involved when we hear of Marian statues that appear to be crying, but they should cause us to stop and reflect on the possibility that maybe it is a sign of hope or a call to us to take actions that bring joy to the Immaculate Heart of Mary. The News Herald invites opinion column submissions so all sides of an issue may be aired. Tom Wetzel lives in Willoughby.